Tourists go home. You are not welcome here. Just wake up and I was just checking my LinkedIn and saw a post. No, this is not a new news, but it has been a month old news that stated that the locals of Barcelona, they are protesting against tourism. They are they had water guns that are spraying waters on the tourists that were just eating on some restaurants across the road, across the streets. So, and I saw like, okay, the people, the tourists, like they were just fleeing, they were just leaving the restaurants, and but they had a smile on their face, like, okay, they were not that much annoyed, like, okay, like maybe they are locals, they have some uh, what can we say, but like, what can we say, okay, so they have some privilege to do this. But that thing leave me with a question, like, what does this phrase mean, go home tourists, you're not welcome? Is this reminding us that this place, or for example like this particular geography, like this is their home and not the others? This thing has some, like, it is very deep rooted in my heart. Like, on the one hand we say that we are a one globe, we are one nation, all humans are same, all, there is no racism, there is no, no gender barriers, no race barriers. But on the other hand we see things like this, and this is very normal, this is very kind of, it's very low level. And on the high scale we know, like, there are wars going on, there are people bombing countries, there are people killing children, and killing millions of them. uh, on in under all this chaos, there are people, like, and there are organizations still, like, who are, they are claiming that they're, for example, okay, let me name it. For example, there is United Nation, they are saying that, okay, so we are united, and it's our motive to make peace in the whole world, to make peace in the whole globe, and we are here to resolve issues, we are here to make humankind a better race, a better species for each other. I don't have a right word, or maybe a right phrase to describe this issue, but it is very heart wrenching. And when I see like this, when I see things like this, it's just give me turmoils. Like, why this kind of things happen? Like, why, like, are these organizations failing in their concrete purpose? Like, should they just be dissolved? For example, if they cannot do their work, if they cannot fulfill their duties, why they are there in the first place? For example, like, from the 1947, the issue of Kashmir, like, it hasn't been resolved. Like, why? And it is just one thing that I know. There could be several issues, and still I was searching on the internet, like, the countries with respect to areas, with the like the geography, the whole area of them. And to my surprise, there was countries that is less than a square meter, like, it was about zero point 0.4 or zero point 0.5 square meter, and that is a country, that is an individual autonomous country. But on the other hand, on the global south, there are countries that are still struggling for their freedom, they are fighting for the freedom, and there is no one to recognize their freedom, there is no one to recognize their individuality. Like, why is that? Aren't they human? And, like, do the only humans that are alive till now are just in the west, in the global north? So that concludes, okay, it is not just about the north or the south, it is just about the wealth. Yeah. So, for example, if you are wealthy, if you have money, if you have the power, you have the might, then uh, no local will kind of disturb you for the tourism. There will be no blames on you, and you can live the life whatever you want, however you want. So it's just all sum up to the wealth and to the economic situation of an individual or a group. So if you are wealthy, everything is good for you. There is no law that prohibits you. For example, you can kill in the name of self-defense, and if you are poor, uh, you cannot prove that you killed the person in the self-defense. And on the globe, there are different kind of what can we say it, there are different regulations, there are different rules. There is so much inequality in the world, there is so much injustice that i cannot I cannot imagine a sustainable environment or a sustainability on the real grounds that we can achieve in real terms. Like there are so many what can we say it, there are so many claims, there are so many initiatives, so many reporting and the things, blah blah blah. I will say it, it is all just bluff. It is all just you know uh, all the plans, all the reports, they're just to feed the documents, and they're just a kind of loophole in the system to keep things as they are, and just to move people away from the chaotic situation, a chaotic condition. Like they don't want people to wake up and say things like I'm saying. But I'm saying like I don't fear you, and I don't care like whatever you think, whatever you want. But I will speak the truth, and I will speak what I see. And if you have some some explanation that I'm wrong, or no, like the things are very great and the United Nations is doing its work and other organization, I even don't know their names, like who they are and what they do. But I know they exist because they have some personnel, they are paid handsome salaries, and in the same world, in the same globe, there are countries, let's say like Pakistan. The what is the average monthly salary there? Yeah, it's $130, 130 US dollar. Can you imagine? And it is the monthly salary of an employee, of a person, of an individual. $130, and it is the lowest average salary in the whole globe. And that's it. Like what else I can say? With such inequality, with such injustice, then we dream of a united world, a free world, a just world. Yeah. Now I choose to believe those things, and I have been kind of a very proactive advocate for all these things. But now all these things they just seems to be what can I say, just a joke to me. So yeah, uh, for everyone, like okay, just do your part, earn a living, feed yourself, feed your family, and that's it. I don't think so, like there is an ending to this so-called inequality and this injustice in the world. And I don't blame anyone, because it is us who we have to blame. Because if we don't speak up, if we don't question the status quo, then how things could be resolved. And anyhow, I am here to question this so much established status quo, this so much normalized and civilized world. If this is civilization, if this is modernization, then I would happily go back to stone age and live the life as it used to be. I don't need this modernization, I don't need this socialization and this civilization. Like this is kind of just a joke and nothing more. You're killing people, you are just punishing people. And what are you giving them? What are you giving them in the name of democracy? What are you giving them in the name of defense? And okay, uh, more for the next time. And like I don't know like what else to say really. It leaves me it leaves me drenched, and it leaves me very hurtful. When I think of the upcoming generations and what we have, where we have brought the world, and but not us, like not this generation. I think it was those who started the World War II. That was the turning point of the world, for the whole globe. But the people have been like this, and if you still want to be civilized, if you still wants to be modern, I think this has to be changed. And instead of wars, instead of hatred, we should promote love. But no, we cannot do that. Love will make things wrong. Yeah. So a weapon industry would be vanished, and we have to demolish the forces. And yeah, there could be huge economic turmoil. So yeah, that's it. This is how we know what is the thing, and how the things work. So for example, if there is a war going on, there are companies, there are people who get benefit from this. They sell the war weapons. They you know kind of like how these things are integrated, how these things are attached. When I think on this, this is very heart wrenching. And I feel so sad about this, like what we are doing. Like, why can't we live uh, in our own happiness? Why can't we live uh, in peace? Is it essential to fight wars? Is it essential to invade others? It is essential to colonize others. Yeah, this is for British. And uh, you know when we study the history, and we study, like, okay, the British go there and there to colonize people, like they do, they just and do that. I sometimes imagine, like, what will happen if there is a group of people, or maybe a nation, that goes to Britain, or goes to, let's say, whatever country is it. So go there and just start to colonize people, just start to implement their regulations there. How would the local feels? Yeah, is that would be uh, modernization? Is that would be civilization? So this is how things had used to happen. And you know uh, I feel pity, like, why no one question this? Why don't we ask them to repay? Like, yeah, their ancestor did this, and I think we should ask them for the repay. For example, what British did to Indo-Pak region, I believe they have to repay for this. Imagine everyone being paid with some Great Britain pounds every month for what their ancestors have had did to this. For example, on when the Second World War over, uh, no, not the second first World War, the first one, like, Germany has to repay, and they take about a century to repay the debt. In the compensation, like, if they can pay, why can't the Britain pay? And for example, if you are someone from the British, and you are listening to this, and this things annoys you, let it be. Because if you do praise your ancestors good thing, then you have to bear this as well. Like, take the burden, and yeah, take it, simply take it. And if you want to pay, or if you want to repay, then let me know. I will tell you the exact procedure for that as well. Thank you. See you soon.